In 2019, Ultraman Jonias received a brand new suit that looks like his animated counterpart, as opposed to his original silver suit, which wasn't animation accurate, as I call it. In 2022, Ultraman USA returned in Ultra Galaxy Fight, and similar to Ultraman Jonias, they had suits that represent what they originally looked like in the animated cartoon. So yeah, that seems to be a new thing with Ultraman, where Ultras gets brand new suits that represents what they originally look like, right? Well, there's two Ultras who haven't changed since 2000. The year was 1995. Ultraman Neo's pilot was aired, in an attempt to introduce CGI into tokusatsu, and it really worked because all of this led to Ultraman Tiga being made. In 2000, Ultraman Neos again returns in a direct-DVD series, and in that series, Ultraman Neos and 721 have received brand new suits for their 2000 series. And to this day, Ultraman Neos and 721's design hasn't changed, all the way up to 2022 where they last appeared, or where 721 last appeared. So if Jonias and Ultraman USA gets brand new suits that look like what they originally appeared, it's kind of strange how 721 and Ultraman Neos still keep the same 2000 look. So, in this video, I'm going to show you guys the differences between their 1995 look and their 2000 look. And surprisingly, there are some differences. I feel like we should start with the head, so therefore it's much more easier. So, this is the original 1995 head, and this is the 2000 head. And yes, I sketched these out of tracing the heads so I can clearly show you the differences. And you can see some differences. Mostly they look similar. However, the 1995 version seems to be more roundish and seems to have like a more wider smile or a bigger mouth. And the head is a bit too squishy on top, and overall looks very cartoony and kid-friendly. His 2000 head, however, looks very slimmer and more like angled to make it look normal. I feel like the 2000 head seems to be given a much more mature look to it compared to its cartoony 1995 look. Now the next part we're going to compare is the body. Now there's not that much differences in terms of body. We're going to talk about some differences in terms of the red parts of the body. For an example, his knee pads or his knee design is very different. The 1995 version seems to be more of a diamond shape, and the 2000 version seems to be more longer. It kind of looks like Ultraman Great's diamond shape on the knee, kinda. And now by looking at his lower body design, the top, like, I like to call it his red pants. His red pants kind of looks like Ultraman Gaia. Kind of looks like it a bit. So yeah, I want to point out that the original 1995 red pants seems to look a lot like Ultraman's, the original ones. So I guess that's the design they were going for. So I guess that's another differences between the 1995 and the 2000 look, the red pants and the red knee design. Now moving on to Ultra 721. There's not that much differences between these two, besides some minor differences that I can see. Now, I'm not sure if you can like really tell or can see that much differences. I'll point them out to you. Now, I apologize for not having a good image of the 1995 Ultra 721 suit looking up front, because this is the best one I could find. All the other ones are in like low quality, and hopefully I can still point out the differences with the other images I'm about to show you. Now, the one big differences that I can see between the 1995 and the 2000 suit will have to be the shoulder armor. But as you can tell, you don't see that much differences from a faraway angle. However, if you zoom up close to the shoulder armor, the original 1995 version seems to be connected to the chest armor, while the 2000 version seems to be not connected to the chest armor. Now, I'm wondering why they made that decision. Maybe it's because of the suit having a little bit of issues of movements on the arms. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the reason why they changed it. So yeah, I guess that's the big differences between the 1995 and the 2007-1 suit. Now the other thing I want to compare is the heads. The 1995 version seems to be more of a roundish shape, like a more circular shape, like Neo's 1995, while the 2000 version of Ultra 721, the head design is more slimmer and more taller, I guess. It's hard to say because, like, the 2000 version is more of a roundish shaped head, and the 2000 version, again, it looks like it was given a much more mature look. Now, the last thing I want to point out, the last ever differences between the 1995 and the 2000 suit. It's a very minor little difference, but as you can see, the silver line on the body seems to be missing an extra sharp piece or sharp angle of it. I'm not sure how to describe it, but yeah, it is interesting that I never knew that. I kind of thought two suit patterns were the same thing, but it turns out the 1995 version seems to have a, like, no way, that could just be because of the suit that it's bent, but I'm not sure. Looking at another image, it does seem like it has a different design of the body pattern compared to the 2000 suit. As you can see, the 2000 suit seems to look more like Ultra 7, or look very similar to Ultra 7. But the 1995 version seems to, like, take a different approach by making an Ultra that looks like Ultra 7 to have, like, a bit, like, you know, more differences. But however, that little difference in design seems to be missing on the 2000 suit. It's just a minor little design, like, difference. It's not a big one compared to the shoulder armor. Now, the last thing I would like to compare is the sounds they make. And as you can tell, they are very different. No, we're not gonna mention that. No. Next video coming soon. Now, the last thing I want to compare is that the original suit seems to have silver on the back of his head, similar to Ultraman Jack. However, the 2000 version seems to not have some silver on the back of this head. So yeah, that's another thing to compare. So yeah, that's the differences I pointed out between the 1985 and the 2000 Ultraman Neos and 721 suit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you've seen what I see, because it's really difficult to see the differences and the different, you know, elements of the designs between these two versions of the suits of Ultraman Neos and Ultra 721. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments which version of Neos do you like the most. To me, I like the original 1995 version a bit more, but you know, since they're gonna stick with the 2000 suit, I don't mind. I just hope that one day people can, like, you know, see the original 1990 suit back in action, since, you know, Jonias and USA got their suits that's based on the original look, so why not do the same for Neos? Then again, that logic can apply to OG Ultraman. You know, there's Type A, Type B, Type C, but yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.